Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson. Today is Saturday, July 29th, 2023. And today I'm asking a question. Do you have a COVID plan in case you get it? You know, some folks have managed to avoid COVID these past 3 years while other people have gotten it multiple times, sadly. You know, and for some it's a mild cold. Others it's the worst case of the flu-like illness they've ever had. It's hard to predict how anyone will react to this virus. And yes, no one plans to get COVID, and I am by no means suggesting that you plan to get COVID. It's just that the virus remains with us. It's not going away. And I think one of the most important points that I want to leave as a takeaway in this message is how important it is to limit the spread to other people. I honestly don't know if people are still isolating at home or testing at home anymore if they know they have COVID. What are your thoughts on this? Well, here are some tips around getting through this. And these are just my thoughts on this. You may have tips of your own that are even more helpful. One is that you want to keep others away from the infected person. So think about sleeping and eating arrangements in your household. And of course, little children need their caregivers, and they will still need lots of attention, babies and infants. And I'm not suggesting that you isolate them or deny them of the care and attention that they need. You may also want to think about notification of close contacts or people who have may have been exposed in the past few days and let them know about the COVID infection. You may want to have some supplies on hand, and I'll go through that list. And of all importance, notify your doctor, especially if you have high risk for complications. Discuss if a course of Paxlovid is right for you. Remember, you have to take it during the first 5 days. And think about who you might use for help if you need help, if you get too sick, who can do a store run, or if you need some supplies. So these helpful supplies to have on hand include masks, disposable masks, so that you can use them within the household to keep others from getting infected. Remember, you don't put them on children under 2, or people who aren't able to remove them, people who may have dementia, for example, or children who have special needs. So a thermometer is helpful. You don't need an expensive one, but sometimes you can run a fever, and it's helpful to know how high the temperature is. Over-the-counter medicines that reduce fever, Tylenol or ibuprofen, or their generic versions, cough syrup, throat lozenges. If you have children, make sure you have the right age-appropriate medicine for them. Healthy, non-perishable, ready-made food. Keep it simple. You might not have an appetite. Sometimes just canned soup, crackers, fruit cups, applesauce, just according to your preference. Having plenty of fluids is so important. Juices, water, ginger ale, tea, popsicles, infant formula, if you have babies, and whatever you need to keep your family well hydrated. Disposable eating supplies and utensils are helpful to minimize, sharing of contact. Sufficient soap, disinfectant wipes, and maybe some disposable gloves for use in the bathroom if somebody has vomiting and diarrhea. I like a cool mist humidifier. I found that very helpful when I had COVID because I had a lot of pulmonary symptoms. And rapid tests. Remember, you are infectious as long as your rapid test is positive. Now, one thing you don't have to buy is fresh air ventilation. Don't forget to open those windows. I know it's hot. You don't have to keep them open all the time if you have the AC, but make sure you have a window you can open safely, even if it's for brief periods, and put that fan on to move the virus-infected air outside. Fresh air ventilation is helpful. Now, again, you may need to customize, add, subtract from your list. This is just my suggestions. I hope you don't get it, but if you get it, I hope you're prepared for you and your family, and do have a safe and enjoyable day today. Take care, folks.